get up here on the camera. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Jared reviews a movie that I watched Blue Velvet, which I've been meaning to watch for a while. My dad brought me to this movie. I thought it looked interesting. I watched a documentary on David Lynch, and they talked about this movie. And so what's interesting in the movie is it stars Kyle MacLachlan from Twin Peaks. He's in high school, so he's probably a high school senior or something, but he finds an ear in the field, and he instantly thinks there's a murder that's going on in his town. And so he lives in this town, which is kind of like Pleasantville. It's like a town where nothing really bad happens. And it's called Lumberton. And right before this is the opening scene has his dad is mowing the lawn, and something happens to his ear. So it's like you can't really tell if it's his ear, but it's like it's the back of his head. And so he starts bleeding, and he passes out, and he's in the hospital. So I thought the ear was his, which it wasn't. So because I wanted there to be a connection between that scene, and there's really not. Which it's kind of something David Lynch always does, though. He just has scenes in his movie. But, most of them tie together. Anyway, he goes to the police office there, and they're basically no help there. Kind of a cliche in movies I'm finding, like in Human Centipede, the cops for no help there. It's just, I'm kind of starting to notice that cliche now. So he has to investigate by himself, and he kind of gets into this relationship with this girl at school, and so he ends up at this woman's apartment, who is this lounge singer for this nightclub, and nightclub owner is the bad guy, which you find out real quick. It's Dennis Hopper. He does great in this movie. He's kind of funny in the movie. It's almost like he has Tourette's or something. It's pretty bad though. I don't really want to repeat what goes on in the movie, but him. So he's going around and to this woman's apartment, and he's trying to solve this murder. And, it all goes together. I know the way it sounds, it feels disjointed, but it's really not that disorganized. But I enjoyed watching this movie. It was kind of a fun ride. It kind of just took you to the seedy underbelly of this town that nobody really knew about. And that's the whole point of the movie, is just that there's this town. It's kind of like almost like Mayberry, it's like a 50s town, but it's set in today. It's like, this movie is about 30 years old though, so it's like, it was made in 1986, so I enjoyed watching it. maybe I should write these down before I say them. If you've never seen a David Lynch movie, they're different. They're strange. They're really slow. They're just they're not fast-paced movies, which you get used to it when you're watching it, and it's not bad. But if you're not used to that, you might think it's like get on with this, but it's about 2 hours. It did feel a little bit long. It felt like a long movie, but it's just 2 hours. It's kind of interesting though. It's not a bad movie. Probably not my favorite David Lynch movie. I don't know if I even have one of those. But I've seen quite a few of his movies. I've seen Dune, that was pretty good. I just watched that like last weekend. Like 2 weeks ago, I guess. Something like that. But it's not a bad movie. It kind of feels like a precursor to Twin Peaks, with kind of the setting being in this town. It's kind of just not really. It's a small town. It's not really a place where you expect a murder to go down, I guess, or something. But this stuff happens everywhere. That's the point of this movie, I guess. So it ends up pretty good movie. I was pleased with this movie. Well, I didn't think I was gonna hate it or anything. I just never seen it before. So, but I think I'd give it about a 7 out of 10. So this is Jared Lowry signing off, I guess, for this movie review. I'm gonna go do something else. Alright, thanks for watching.